Lesson number 46, data distribution. So once you have your set of data, your information, now you got to set it up. And there's different ways depending on the shape of how we define it. All right. So some key vocabulary we need to know is these three in the middle. Mean is the average of a data set. And what that means is you take all your sets of data, add them all together, and divide it by how many sets you have. That gives you the average. The median is the middle number of the data. So I take all my numbers, I put them all out. Whatever number comes exactly in the middle is called the median. And then the mode is the number that occurs the most often. All right. So whichever number gets repeated the most is your mode. So you got mean, median, and mode. Then you also got what's called range. Range is the difference between the highest and lowest values. So whatever your lowest value is in your set of data, all the way to what your highest number is, that's your range. It goes from lowest to highest. And then once you have your information, you can split it into quartiles or four different parts. You're going to set them up into four quarters of your data. So these are some vocabulary you need to know. Again, mean is the average of a data set. You take everything, add it together, and divide by the number of data you have. The median is the middle number. Mode is the number that occurs the most. The range tells us where our data starts, the lowest number, and where it finishes, our highest number. And then quartiles are the four quarters that you can divide your information into. All right, so let's look at some of this. So the first question says, what is the mean of the data set? Well, again, mean means average. So what are you going to do? Is you're just going to add all this data together and divide it by how many there are. All right, so we're going to take 11 plus 11 plus 9 plus 13 plus 12 plus 10 plus 11, and that gives me 77. So again, I add up all my data together, give me 77. And now, how many points of data do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 points of data. So 77 divided by 7 equals 11. So what's my average? It is 11. Again, you take all your data, add it together, and then divide by how many there are. The next question asks, what is the median of the data set? Remember, the median is the number that comes in the middle. So first things first, you need to put it in numerical order from lowest to highest. Ready? So 9, I got a 10, I got 11, I got 11, I got 11, I got 12, and I got 13. All right. Well, how many numbers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what's in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. This is my median number. There's 3 numbers to the left and 3 numbers to the right. 11 comes right in the middle. So here, turns out that the median and mean are the same. All right. Now, it doesn't always work out like that. It just happened to work out this time. Now, this question asks, what is the mode of the data set? Now, remember, mode just means which number shows up the most. Well, it's pretty easy to see here. There's only 1 9, 1 13, 1 12, 1 10. Well, there's 3 11s. So which number is there the most of? What's the mode of the data set? Well, the mode is, just like the other answers, 11. Again, it just happens to work out this way for this problem. It's not always like that. So now it's asking, what is the range of the data set? Well, to find the range, you need your lowest number, all right, which is 9. And you need your highest number, which here is 13. So what's the difference between 13 and 9? Well, the distance is 4. So that's your range as you go from your lowest to your highest. What's the difference in between? Another example is saying, what is the mean of the data set? Well, again, mean means average. What do? You have to add them all together and then divide by my data points. So there's 150. All right, so I do 50 plus 60 plus 60. There's 2 of them. Plus 70 plus 70 plus 70 plus 80 plus 80. And then plus 190. All right, so I get to 630. All right, that's my total, 630. Now, how many points of data do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. divide by 9, because there's 9 points of data. If I do 630 divided by 9, I get 70. So the average, the mean would be 70.